What is up, everybody? Happy Money Wednesday, everybody. Hope everyone is doing well. Got yourself ready for St. Patty's Day. Everyone's wearing green. I have a scarf that I was wearing earlier today, and I did have one. So I was wearing green. I'm not today, but don't pinch me. I actually found out a couple of years ago when I moved to England that St. Patty's Day is not a big thing here because they don't give a crap, right? So it's a big thing in the States, but happy St. Patty's Day for those out there. A couple things. I want to give some updates of where we are. I just got off probably about around an hour and a half call with our website developers and the people that we are using to customize and build winject.com, which is going to be phenomenal and amazing. So that's why it's important for you coming here and being here live, because on the website, it will be streaming live, and it's one of those sticky videos you can't get away from. And we start driving activity from our partners, official partners of Winject and Winject Studios, and also our podcast partners that are phenomenal shows that we have on our network and our community, and it's just going to be so much fun. So today I'm going to cover affiliate program, website updates, live schedule, what we're going to be doing moving forward with that, and one of the texting sites that I just did a partnership and had a call with on yesterday, we're finalizing for the community. So what we got a lot of information, so I'm gonna try to stay within the 30-minute timeline. You know me with being long-winded, so let's kind of go into this. So website should be up and operational by the 29th of March. We'll do a soft launch around like the 25th to kind of go into that Monday of the 29th. Worst case scenario, it will be 100% operational by April 5th. Me and Adam, we were sitting down and having a really lengthy conversation about how we can increase the experience of podcasters, our community, to collaborate, and then also increasing the experience of the many listeners of every single show. So the only way to really do that is figuring out how to bridge the gap. And everyone knows this, and if they know my story, what I specialize in is figuring out how to raise the customer experience as much as possible, making it as easy as possible and accessible to, there's no barriers of entry, any type of program. So the only way to really do this and not make it a little difficult, I wouldn't say really streamline this, but how we can make it as easy for every show is I have set up a partnership with a community app, and I'll play a little intro here in a minute and have Carolyn play this, of what it looks like. But you ever seen those companies and ever seen some of the major influencers? Luckily for me, I've done some work with Mark Acosta Rubio, good friend of mine. He's mentored, and he had a book written by him and actually dedicated to him, Richard Koch, billionaire. He's done some work with Tony Robbins Group and a lot of other players in the educational space and influencers. He's done like great stuff. So he set me up with this company to figure out how to get seen. Text me. So you will have a text number of Winject Studios that you're able to share to all of your community, and text with a certain promo, maybe your name, whatever you want to put your promo, text that to this number. That's going to go put inside of our texting community app to us, we're able to send updates of when we're going live, when you're doing certain things, and driving activity to one spot for you to monetize and also serve your audience on a larger capacity and larger scale. Who's excited? Yes, yes. I don't see any comments or anything going on right now, so it's kind of hard to talk. That's why I don't like to talk about, go on live by myself. I love people. So send me a message. Let me know if you like it. So, Carolyn, I guess the best way to do this is kind of show them exactly what I mean by this. Can you play the clip?
Hi.
Yo,
hey guys.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
Check this out.
The time is here. It allows me to get all the messages directly to my phone.
I'm actually connecting my fans in an uninhibited way.
Many of you have been frustrated with Facebook or Twitter or Instagram as their algorithms have changed.
This is the next thing. I'm all about my community.
Really cool new thing to tell you about.
Text us at the number below.
Seriously, that is my community number.
Send me a text message right now.
From somebody who has hundreds of thousands of people on text,
I'm getting 90% engagement.
If you want to be in the know, you gotta text me.
All right. Who liked that? Everyone agrees and everyone thinks that would be a great addition. Obviously, Winject Studios and open up streamline communication to all of our many listeners and great fans and great maybe to some of the people that are trying to drive people to a certain outcome and serve their audience. And this will obviously is going to be a great platform for us to do it at a larger scale and obviously looking a certain way, right? So this is probably everybody when they were getting started. That's why we're doing a beta test. So just I want to mention this, and I was talking to Adam about this. For the shows that we do have on within our community at this point, the reason why we gave you access or early access and for us to kind of beta test to make the proper adjustments, the proper tweaks. That way we're looking at it more of a bird's eye view. So we know what we need to do to put you in a position to win. That is my moral obligation. That is my responsibility, is to put you in a position to win. And that's what we're going to do here. And that's I promise you, I hold myself to a very high standard, and I'm going to do that. But I need your help, and I need you to really take in and be open to some of the suggestions and the things that we're going to be rolling out in the next couple of weeks. It is going to get crazy and massive. I was just actually having a conversation with a good friend of mine, which I'll announce a little bit later on. We're doing a partnership and whatnot on the back end and serving our community on a larger scale with different programs and products and services and good that she offers. People say, oh, I'm fluent in English, or I'm fluent in French, I'm fluent in, whatever. I'm fluent in energy. I learned how to communicate non-verbally with my older sister that passed away, where she couldn't communicate, and I learned how to read energy and engage energy. So my energy, I read that first and can sense that and tapping into my energy source, right? So when I'm transferring that over to you guys, that's what I'm looking for. So I want to end up in the whole outcome that we're searching for is to create an environment and a culture within Winject Studios that is nothing but that positive energy that we're going to transfer out into the universe, obviously serving everybody. And that's the collective impact that's going to take place. I'm thoroughly excited. This one of the things that I set out for myself in 2021 is to put people in a position to live the life abundantly the way that I look at life. And this is how I'm able to do that with this type of vehicle. So if you're a show, then you've been with us for a couple of weeks, for about a month, and you went through the beta phase and it's been a lot of changes. There's supposed to be a lot of changes because that's the beta test. I needed to kind of get more data to make the proper adjustments, and we've done that, and we're ready to rock and roll. So Adam 𝙬𝙬, obviously he'll be going live tomorrow, spotlighting one of the amazing shows that we do have within our community, which is going to be great. He is a general manager of this, so I'm not going to be able to do what I do and still partnering and brokering some of these deals to be able to help you guys on the back end if I didn't have Adam working on that within the community, within you guys. So I just want to make sure that everyone understands this. So each and every Wednesday, I will be going live, giving you updates on where we currently are of obviously navigating and trying to fly this plane. It's going to, the altitude of what we're trying to accomplish with this is just endless opportunities, endless. So if you're a part of the community right now and you have a product, services, and good, there's an opportunity for us to be able to figure out how we can structure that program for you to reach a larger audience. And obviously you can serve more people and to monetize in that type of way. There was a statistic that Adam shared on Monday that actually hurt my heart. I'm not sure if everyone listened to it, but 80% of podcasters out there right now don't make any money. That hurts my heart. That means you're investing. The only thing you can't get back is time. Time. You're not getting any return on your investment of the time that you're investing into something. Yeah, it might be something that you're passionate about, but if you're not getting compensated for that time and the things that you're passionate about, then what's the point of that? Is it upsetting? Yes. So that's why we are building in the referral links and the affiliate links. And when you become a podcasting partner means you now have access to all of the verified business resources that I have connected with and did some partnerships and brokered those deals to ensure that not just you within your community and your show and teaching you how to engage and opening up that streamlined communication. We're not just doing that for there. We're doing it also for your listeners. That's why that community app is important. That's going to be a vehicle that we're going to be able to do it on a larger scale. Who's excited? Yes, yes. What? All right. So let's move on to the affiliate side. The right when that's important, when they're texting our number of Winject Studios, they're texting that promo. Then when it goes into that promo, you're going to have your own sidebar thing for open up communication to speak to your specific audience because it came from you. And that's how we're going to be able to attract some of the affiliate stuff for you to get certain amount of compensated on the back end of whatever they're looking for. Okay. The next part is Winject Connect. Everyone's going to have access to Winject Connect. And obviously you can engage with other podcasters and other people within the community to do some trade-offs. That's going to be phenomenal for you. The couple tweaks that I was going to make on the back end of this, well, actually front end, when I took a step back and kind of look at this more of a bird's eye view, what we decided to do is take away all the different tiers. I don't want to see any tiers within a podcast community because we're not trying to build this community and make money off of you. That's not where we're doing this. What we're doing this is for the love and the art of podcasting and trying to take an influencer, a podcast influencer, and turn them into a broadcast and media powerhouse. That's the overall outcome. Remember, it's one heartbeat, one mission, one outcome. I got to get in cadence with you. So the different tiers, we're taking those away. There's no more tiers. And I'm going to do it to the point to where it's literally the systems will pay for itself. We're going to give everybody access to a 10-day trial of what Winject Studios and the community is all about. After that 10th day, it's a meanly, 90-something bucks a month, whatever it is. Adam tells me the prices. That's the only thing that's going to be reoccurring, and that way you can get access to all of the things in the back end and access to the affiliate links, which is going to be phenomenal to see, and you have one place where you're driving them to. Who's excited? What? So the back end on the other side of this programs and other things, the way that I've built every company that I've ever started and founded, I've always done it with an educational approach. I am very strategic and I'm very methodical. And I look at things in a way of not just serving an audience, but doing it in a certain way where I'm focusing on success rate. So I want everyone to write this down. What is success rate? What is a success ratio? Success ratio is when someone enrolls into a program, product, service, and good, you have over a 90-something% satisfaction ratio. They're excited about it. They feel good about it. And there's zero buyer remorse. What is buyer remorse? When you buy something and you go, I didn't want this in the damn first place. Let's be real. No one wants to feel this way. No one. So on the educational side, that's why me coming from the trade school type of industry, how they keep their accreditations and keeping their FAFSAs and their government funding is they have to have over 90-something% success ratios. Passion review. They have to complete the program. Anyone can enroll or anyone can buy certain things, right? But having them get success ratio, that's a whole different story, is it not? Yes, yes. Whole different ball game. So that's my expertise. That's what I'm going to bring to the table for you guys. And it's my moral obligation to ensure that I'm going to teach you to do this on a larger scale. When I'm building a company, I'm not building a company for 10,000 people. I'm building it for over 1 million type of subscribers because that's where the longevity play. That's where I'm playing an infinite game called business. As long as we have the resources available and we have the community there, we're always going to win. Always going to win. If you're leading with your heart and you have purest intentions, you will win. So the affiliate program, I want to make sure that you're going to get compensated for. Every person you're driving to the community, you're driving to a program, product, service, and good, you will get compensated for that. It'll be easy for you. It's almost at a point to where you end up being a part of community and you're making, probably around $2,000 to $3,000 per month on something that you invested in 90-something bucks. It's a no-brainer, right? Yes, yes. So when I'm structuring things of that type of nature and figuring out how I can make the proper adjustments, that's why there's no more tiers. No more tiers. Just all it is, just paying to becoming a podcast partner of Winject Studios. You're now Winjected. What did Adam call it? Winjected. So there's Adam's working on some of the videos. I'm going to take this video also and put it inside of the system to explaining the affiliate side in the live videos. So brings me to my next point that I want to talk about. The live schedule. Who here listens to the Win-Win Effect, my show? Who here? Give me a comment. Yes, yes. So if you did, I know that a lot of people did because I got a lot of messages, personal messages yesterday. So one of the things that I want to do is I always want to lead by example and showing you. Now, I'm not in a position where I just want to talk about things. I want to show you how it's done. If you're a podcaster and you are recording your videos and you are posting those videos, or you don't do anything with the video, I'm going to teach you how to use your content, utilize your content for your benefit, and it's really going to increase your listenership and increase their experience of actually consuming your content. One thing I did is the launch day used to be on Mondays. Every Monday, I would drop an episode. I changed those days to Tuesdays. Every Tuesday now at 3 a.m. Eastern time, there will be the newest episode of the Win-Win Effect. Later that day, I'm going to premiere the video content from that episode to stream on our Winject Studios channel. That's on our website, and I can't wait to show you, and I'll send you a couple screenshots within the community tomorrow when the website guys finish up some of the edits that we have going on. On the winject.com website, there's going to be one of those sticky videos. Every time someone's live, it's a red light that pops on. It says we're live, and it's going there. So that way, your community, you can open up communication. So what I'm going to ask at every show, and I'll teach you how, and Adam and I will roll this out. That's obviously the next week or so, and teaching you how to really roll this out with your listeners. Say, hey, this show is presented by Winject Studios. I would like for you to text this number with this code to let them know that you came from me, and go here on at this time slot every week for 30 minutes. Send me any kind of questions, comments, concerns. We'll handle the questionnaire and rolling that out with you. That's going to open up communication with your listeners, your fans of your show, to send you questions for you to answer on your live Q&A once a week. It doesn't mean that you have to do it every week, but it's there and accessible to you to be there for 30 minutes once a week, okay, if you decide to do so. When you do that, when you notice when I just played a video, Carolyn played a video for the community kind of announcing that. I'm going to be working out and going over how to do a 2-minute pitch. Who's ever done an elevator pitch? Yes. What is the elevator pitch? It means you have 2 minutes to be able to pitch whatever you're trying to sell or whatever you're trying to get people's attention. What I would like for you to do is a testimonial and maybe just a promo for your show. Like, hey, thank you, Caroline. My name is Caroline. I have this show. I have a show that's presented by Winject Studios, and my show is about XYZ. And I am proud to be a part of this community. What we're here to do, yada, yada, yada. We'll take that 2-minute clip, and in different segments of every person's live, Carolyn's going to hit the button. Boop. And now your testimonial is going to be on Winject Studios as a commercial going into a different segment of different shows. Who's excited? Yes. And what does that do? Overall, drives more activity to your show, gets you more eyeballs on you. And so that way you can set up StreamYards, well, it's not StreamYard, setting up your subscribers and working on your email list. And we'll all control this and driving things to one side to ensure that you're going to increase the customer's experience or listener experience. Who's excited? Yes. So that's why it's important to pick a time slot. We'll go over this later on, but those are the things that we're doing later on. With the Winject Studios YouTube channel, go and check out the Win-Win Effect and how I was able to premiere that video, and we'll go through this. But that's more the idea and the pit on the reason why we're driving the activity that type of way. All right. So the next thing that I want to talk about is figuring out a way to make it a no-brainer for you to promote, and doing it by engagement. So we are in a process of structuring and building out the engagement group within Winject Studios in the system. So say, for instance, we don't just want to serve a community of just podcasters. We can serve a community of influencers that want to come and be a part of a community to maybe do some booking. You've seen a lot of these companies, and I get approached all the time. My inbox is nuts of people trying to get on the Win-Win Effect, and it's always done by a third party, and they're selling bookings. I'm not going to do that. What we're going to do within Winject Studios, that's why that Winject Connect is there. Yeah, of course, that's great for podcasters, but if they want to get more eyeballs and get booked on the show, so if I send a message to Carolyn or inside of our staff and say, Carolyn, I would like to go on my own little pod tour, okay? Get me on as many shows, get me on 2 shows a day for the next 30 days or the next whatever. Then she'll go through the ones that I want to go on, and she'll get me booked. And that's going to be an in-house service. a concierge service that we're going to have within Winject Studios. The next piece is we have a staff that I'm putting together and a team I'm putting together to only focus on engagement. What do I mean by engagement? Social media posts. Could when your show goes live, so when you're within that community, you're going to get triggered. Their show's going live and have a schedule on the winject.com website. They'll have a schedule of when your show goes live, when you drop your episodes, what your show's about. That's why I need the testimonial, not testimonial, but that's why I need a promo of it, or maybe just your logo to put on the back end of this. So that way you can be proud to be a part of Winject Studios, and we're proud to promote your stuff. Okay, so everything's all about making sure that we're just getting you more eyeballs. So the analogy that I use all the time, I could put a microphone in my face, but if I'm not plugged into something, it's a good chance you can't hear me. That's what it is for podcasters. Some people have a phenomenal message and they have the purest intentions. They're talking into a microphone and it's not even plugged in. No one is hearing you. So what tends to happen? You give up. Everyone will end up giving up at some point. Everyone. It's the way humans work. If we don't see any type of return, then we're going to give up. I'm telling you, it's a graveyard for podcasts right now. If you go on Apple today and find a show, you'll always see a show that does the first season. They do about 7 or 8 episodes, and then they're done. You haven't seen an episode in the last 2 years. Graveyard. What happened was they didn't have the right approach. They didn't have any kind of strategic outreach. They didn't have a marketing type of play. They didn't understand how to utilize their content properly. Justin Shank mentioned on one of these things when we're having a conversation on one of the Mondays, I think it was a few weeks back, like, hey, I have a podcast. Well, if you don't have the right approach and the way that you're trying to drive activity and get more eyeballs in your show, then that's going to be a problem. Yes? Well, that's why we're doing this within our community. So we'll have an engagement team that's going to focus on engagement, driving activity, and actually engage. Not the likes and, just because you're inside the engagement group, you'll post your social media posts inside of our engagement group. Our team is going to go there and actually watch your content, engage with it, and do real life things and re-sharing. Once this ball starts moving, it's never going to stop. Never. The energy is infectious, and as long as we're transferring a positive energy out into the universe, good things always will happen. I promise you. So I'm pretty excited that I was able to do that within 30 minutes, and I still have 7 minutes to talk to you guys. So another thing that I can also kind of go into detail on, if you haven't sent your logos, if you haven't went through the system, reach out at admin@winject.com so that way we can make sure that we cover that. There will be a lot of other emails and blog posts that will be done through Winject community. Carolyn, if you can hit that little banner, perfect example. If you are within our ecosystem, you are within that, you did see an email come out from us talking about Jess Lee. Jess Lee is a phenomenal individual. One of my good friends. I had an opportunity to interview her. I think it was episode 53 of the Women Effect. That got over 239,000 downloads today, like up to date. Nuts. Phenomenal story. She's not just someone that just has a great voice. There's a lot of substance behind her, and there's so much in her story she's had to overcome in her life. So her overcoming certain things in her life, it's just been phenomenal to see. She has a new album just came out, an EP. It's called 21 Jumpstart. So if you go on Apple, make sure that you're downloading that, please. I think she's in the top 15 right now. It was yesterday, about in the top 15. We want to make it in the top 5. Obviously, new releases. Phenomenal gal, phenomenal story. Love her team. Just shout out to Steve Virginia, her manager, which I'm telling you is just top notch. She's got a phenomenal team behind her. Follow her on our IG and all of her social media stuff, Jess Lee Country. And other than that, guys, I think that's pretty much it to cover. But guys, stay focused, stay in a situation, and I want you to hold space, and I want you to look at your current show. I want you to look at some of the objectives. I want you to look at some of the outcomes that you're doing and some of your approaches. And I want you to do an audit before we kind of get started. Do an audit on your show. What is your numbers? Knowing your engagement. What are you trying to accomplish? What can you change and tweak and peak to get a better outcome? And how can we help you? If you send us an email and let us know how we can help you, I can start structuring some of the things at the back end with Adam and some of our partners we'll be announcing here soon to make sure that we're going to over deliver and getting more eyeballs on your show that need to hear your message. That's the whole point. People that need to hear a message, we're going to make sure that it's going to be the in their face approach. They're going to have to listen to it. So be well, be you, be great. Y'all keep moving, keep growing, keep learning. Y'all take care. Make sure that you stay tuned for Adam's show tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern, same time, same bad channel. Be great. Peace out. Much love. Carolyn, hit the music.
This podcast is part of the Windchecked Studios network, where podcasters come together to focus on community, collaboration, and collective impact. For more information on how to apply to join the network, go to www.winject.com. That's WINJECT.com. If you're ready to make a difference through podcasting, then we're ready to see you there.